Hello, welcome to our introduction on SMS sending. I'm Peter Humphries, CEO of Intelli Messaging. In this short video, we're going to cover the SMS send features within our web application. These features apply regardless of the send process that you use. The first, opt-in-out functionality. Second, multi-part messaging, sending long messages that is. The third, unique recipient, which means that we make sure we don't duplicate message sending to the same number, even if you include multiple recipients in your list. Auto extended character set detection. This is the automated detection of non-DSM characters and the reconfiguration of messages so that your characters do not get left out of your message when we send them into the network. The fifth one, intelligent source routing. Really this means automated source address selection that still allows reply path messaging. More on that later. Voice activated virtual mobile numbers. Some even say this is not possible, but it is. So let's start with our opt-in out processes within our application. When you send a message using our API, our simple send feature, our import to send feature, or our campaign sending feature, the message you send we'll check that the recipient is not opted out from you, and we'll make sure that we do not send to that recipient if they have. This can even be controlled over a whole organisation of multiple branches and users. If any one of your recipient replies stop to a message that you sent them, we opt them out from receiving future messages. You can configure an auto response to this stop message, telling your recipient that you have opted them out, and if they wish to opt back in the future, they may reply opt in. This allows you to get full control of the opt-out in processes and make sure you're compliant when sending marketing messages to your audiences. When processing a stop message, our system will first look to see if you have a contact with that mobile number. If a contact exists, it will flag that contact to record to be opted out. If the contact doesn't exist, it will create a contact for you and flag it as opted out. So regardless of whether you have that person who sent you the message in the system as a contact or not, our system will still handle the opt-out process for you. The next topic is multi-part messaging. Not everyone understands what multi-part means, but SMS messages are limited to 160 characters in length. More on character sets in a minute. However, you can send messages longer than 160 characters, and if you do so, our system will detect the length of the message and split it into multiple messages to be sent to your recipient. Once these messages are received on the recipient's handset, the handset recombines these messages back into a single message. In this way, you have confidence to know that our system will handle your message no matter how long it is. The next feature, unique recipient feature. Another important feature of the sending process is if you send to a list of recipients, our system will make sure that your message only goes to each recipient once, regardless of whether you have that recipient in your list multiple times. In some of the sending processes, you can actually select whether you want the system to do this or not. For example, with the import to send process, we allow you to import a list of phone numbers and the message to be sent to those numbers. In this scenario, you may wish to send multiple messages to the one recipient with different message content, in which case you can select for the system to allow you to do that. The next topic, auto extended character set detection. This is the extended part on character sets. When sending messages into the GSM mobile network, we can choose to encode the message content in one of two character sets, GSM or UTF-16. When we send using GSM character set, we can get 160 characters in a single message. However, when using UTF-16, we can only fit 70 characters in a message. So of course, using GSM character set is our first priority. However, if your message contains characters that are not part of the 128 characters defined in the GSM character set, we will send the message using UTF-16 so your full message content is delivered. These 128 standard GSM characters, if you are European or English speaking, covers most of the characters on your keyboard. However, if you are sending a message in Chinese, for instance, the GSM character set does not include these characters, and we will end up sending the message using the UTF-16 character set. When using our web application to send messages, we show you what encoding will be used, how many characters in your message, and how many message parts will be contained in your full message content. In this way, you have no surprises when you hit the send button. The next topic, intelligent source routing, is all about setting the source address on your message. The system allows you to set your own source address up to 11 characters. That might be your name, your business name, or your mobile number. It allows you to select a virtual mobile number that we've assigned to you and set it as your source address, in which case, if someone replies to that message, you will then receive the reply back into our application. However, with intelligent source routing, the system sets the source address for you. It does this if you leave the source address blank. This can be very useful when sending to multiple countries and don't have your own source addresses within those countries. Our system takes away the problems associated with what to set as your source address on the message. It also makes sure that any replies sent to that message are routed back to your account. This is a very useful feature given that leasing dedicated numbers can be expensive, especially in some countries. The next topic is voice-activated virtual mobile numbers. If you've heard this cannot be done, then you've heard wrong. Although, to be truthful, we do believe we're the only company offering this unique service. Voice-activated virtual mobile numbers become very important in the marketing process. In a previous section, we were talking about virtual mobile numbers that we allocate to you. These are hosted within our system and allow us to receive messages back that have been replied to by the recipient. It also means we can then forward these messages to your application via or email or mobile phone. Traditionally, these numbers were not able to be voice activated. This meant that your message recipient could not make a call to the number that the message was shown to be received from. With our virtual mobile numbers, it is possible to set them up so your recipient can respond to your message with a voice call. This means that message recipients now have two paths to be able to respond to you. They can reply to the SMS message, or they can simply call the number that shows as the source address of that message. If you're running marketing campaigns, it's a requirement under the regulations in Australia that you provide a callback channel. This can be done in a number of ways, but it is most easily done using our voice-activated virtual mobile numbers. If you don't use one of our voice-activated numbers, you have to include in the text or the content of your message that the person can call you on a specified number. This takes up significant content of your message and removes the content available to tell your marketing story. So that ends our introduction to sending features within Intelli's web application. Thank you for listening. I am Peter Humphries from Intelli Messaging. If you need to know more about our application features or its use, please contact us on 1300 015 013 or send us an email and we'll be in contact with you very quickly. I'm Peter Humphries, CEO of Intelli Messaging. Thank you.